Hello, this recording is going to cover how to get a Slack conversation recorded into a Salesforce record or field. In this demonstration, I'm going to do one of two flavors. I'm going to do a straight transcript of the Slack conversation and move it into a case comment. This, of course, could be any field in Salesforce, but we're going to do case comments today. And I'll also show how to use our tool to summarize using AI the Slack conversation if you want a more succinct kind of view of the what's happening in Slack. Okay, so the setup here is I've got a case, and when it closes, I'm going to use this flow to get the Slack conversation into a case comment. So I've got record triggered flow, pretty basic setup to trigger on status closed. And in this particular case, I'm using a get linked conversation. This is using the Centro linked conversation object to find the appropriate ID of the Slack channel if you linked it using our standard object. If you've linked using in setting that channel ID and thread ID on a case field directly, you'll just pull from the triggering case field instead. You don't need to do this step. So in the set variables, I'm simply just setting a text type variable to that channel ID. Here I've hard coded it, but obviously for the linked conversation, we want to go and find our channel ID. And of course, if you have it set on the case itself, you'll just find it from the case Slack channel ID field. So depends on your setup, but today I'm hard coding it to demo this. Okay, so then we're going to use this Centro element called summarize a conversation. We just feed it the channel ID variable we just set, and then it says here enable AI summary. So if I set this to true, it's going to use AI to summarize it. That's an add-on feature of Centro. Please talk to your account representative to add that to your license entitlements. Otherwise, if you set it to false, it will return the transcript of Slack. Okay, so then, oh, by the way, if you're using a thread, include the thread ID. I can show that in another video if interested. Then I'm simply creating a case comment. I'm setting the comment body to the output of that previous step. And here I'm using the transcript. You can see if I use the summary, which I'll show in a second, I'd switch that out to use the summary output. Okay, now let's test this out. Here's our Slack. I'm going to summarize the channel in this case. Oftentimes you might want to summarize a linked thread, and there's more videos on that later. But here I'm summarizing the entire channel. So this is just some demo channel I'm using that I set hard-coded in that flow element. If I go ahead and go to a case, mark it as closed, it's going to run that flow. If I refresh, we should see here a case comment with the text transcript of what happened in Slack. Okay, now let's switch over to using the summary instead. So let's just switch this out a bit. We're going to change this to true. And switch out our variable to be the grok summary. We'll hit save as. We'll activate, and then I'll switch to another case and close it. Okay, that's set to close. Let's refresh, and this time I should see a case comma a summary instead of a transcript. Here you can see it's a little more succinct. It's using a AI to summarize the conversation instead of the full transcript. Again, this is a paid add-on for Centro, so please talk to your representative if you need to add this, if you like this view better than the transcript. The transcript is included in the Centro pricing. So that's it. Let us know if you have any questions.